Dear students, in the previous module, we have learned about security attacks and its forms. Now, what are the preemptive measures which we can use to avoid such kind of situations? You might have learned about this statement in your life that prevention is better than cure. So, you must prevent yourself rather than curing yourself afterwards when there is a problem. So what are the preventive measures? You can have firewalls, spam filters, proxy servers, auditing softwares, and antivirus softwares. So we will learn that how these kind of systems and tools help us to protect us from different problems of security attacks. So first of one is firewall. This is installed at the gateway of the organization's internet, and it can block messages coming from unknown regions. So this might create denial of service. So you have a region of your company, and if there is any communication from outside of your company's intranet, so those are blocked using the firewall to support the denial of to prevent the denial of service attacks. Then blocking incoming messages having origin address of the region, which is normally spoofing. So those are also firewalled. And then it can protect individual computer rather than the network. If a computer is not a server, then for example all of the ports should be blocked on which different clients could communicate to this PC, which could act as a server in certain situations, but at the moment it is not acting as a server, because this is one of the way of accessing to your PC using some ports. And then there are some spam filters which are also coming under the heading of firewall. They are specific firewalls to block unwanted emails, and these are using sophisticated artificial intelligence and rule-based techniques to avoid such kind of spam filters, spam emails. And then there could be another way using the proxy servers. So basically proxy server acts as an intermediate server between the client and the server. So this means your client is communicating with the actual server using the proxy server. So in this way we have different advantages. One of the advantages is that your original server does not know that which client is communicating with me, and original server cannot collect all of your historical and profiles data, which could be then used afterwards. And they can also not identify internal intranet structures of the client, and they can establish proxy server for particular kind of services like FTP, HTTP, telnets, etc. Another advantage of using the proxy server is, for example, FTP proxy server could check all incoming files for the presence of known viruses or some other threats, and those can be deleted by the proxy server, and those are not reaching to the actual server. Then there could be some auditing softwares. So for example, detection of sudden increase in messages traffic, or there is a different behavior by a client. So for example, if there is a client that communicate in certain scenario, in certain behavior, but at some point that behavior is changing. So at that time, such auditing softwares could help us to identify some discrepancies. And then it can also monitor activities of systems, firewalls, and detection of irregularities in your system's performance and in your system's log. Then there could be another measure that is called antivirus softwares. They are used to detect and remove the presence of known viruses and other infections. So you must learn that antivirus always try to remove the known viruses. However, there are number of new malwares and viruses are coming day by day. This means that we should update our antivirus system periodically so that those viruses which now have been discovered by the world should also become the part of your antivirus system to detect those viruses. However, there is still not a guarantee that all the viruses have been caught, and users should not open emails from unknown sources. Do not respond to pop-up ads, and remove computer from internet when you are not using your computer on the internet. So if we summarize today's module, we have learned about the protection and cures which we can have to avoid ourselves from attacks, and those are using the firewall, spam filters, proxy servers, auditing softwares, and at the last, antivirus software.